Hey, this is Web Junior 1977 here, back in the Oasis once again. Try to get some people in here. I apologize in advance for anybody that's going to come in here and listen to the shenanigans outside. It's a pain in the ass. So yeah, get some people in here. Go for a little while here, and I might stream, I don't know, some games or something. A game or something, who knows. I did get this Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. It's alright. It doesn't have any of those crazy like jetpacks and all that fun stuff that I didn't like in some of the other stuff. I heard this stream is I ain't not gonna find any of those in here. What up, Mr. Trans there in 38? How's it going? I don't think you'll hear right off the bat there's a bunch of shenanigans going on outside again. Oh, what the hell's so important that they gotta come out? They're like fucking cats. Sleep during the day, come out at night, only cats don't make as much noise. They don't drive around in vehicles all over the damn place. Gets annoying as hell, man. It really does. But yeah, I sent out a few messages here, so hopefully get some people in here and see where the conversation goes, and yeah, talk about some cool shit for sure. Got it cleaned up a little bit more in here. Just trying to get a little more space back. Get rid of anything that is unnecessary, anything I don't particularly need. Just trying to get some space in here, and wherever I can get it, you know how that goes. It's anybody that has a room or has a game room or a room in general and has a collection knows what I mean. It could be a chore trying to find room to put stuff. And people that don't collect stuff don't get it. They're like, oh, just stop buying stuff. It's not that easy. I wish it was that easy, but it isn't. It's not that easy at all. You got a hobby, you collect shit, and that's just in your blood. That's what you do. You can't just tell somebody to stop collecting stuff. I have cut back quite a bit, and I make sure that what I get is I'm absolutely gonna keep and not later down the road when I need space get rid of. And I'm trying to get rid of some stuff that doesn't necessarily mean that much to me, but Got 2 lurkers. Yeah, it always seems to be the case. I'm not sure if they're not able to comment somehow, or I don't know. I hope Fred gets in here so we can see if he can comment. If Fred gets in there, he should be able to comment now. I'm pretty sure I took care of that situation now, so I'm hoping that I'm hoping he comes in to test that theory out. But and if you are in here, Fred, like I said, just watch what you say, because cussing's not going to get you anything. But just don't be an idiot in here. You know what I mean? Just don't. I mean, you could be an idiot, but just don't be an asshole. You know what I mean? Just don't say something that someone's going to either take offense to, or just be like, okay, well, he's being an asshole, so I'm going to block him, because that had to be what happened before, because I know I didn't block him, so I would never do that. I would maybe time him out, but I would never block him. And but somehow he got blocked, so, and I'm sure it's probably for a good reason. I mean, I'm sure I can't remember, but I do remember him saying a few things in here that could have possibly got him banned from the stream. So because I have five moderators, and at least 3 of them don't even know him. So that's very easy to get in trouble. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I don't even worry about that anymore. I don't even have to know about that anymore. People are gonna do that. It doesn't bother me any. It's not like I'm getting paid for it anyway. Not like I'm ever gonna be famous on YouTube, so I couldn't care less. Somebody with too much time on their hands. We'll let them have their fun. I should get a hold of listen. Do you have your phone with you, Aaron? Maybe you can send Fred a message, see if he's in here first of all, and see if he can message something tasteful at least. Because if you're not, he's gonna get banned again. I'll time if he comes in here acting like an idiot. I'll time him out a couple. I'll give him a couple warnings. I'll time him out a couple times, and if that don't work, then sorry about your luck. But anyway, I'm not sure exactly what got him banned the first time, but like I said, it's probably for good reasons. Maybe banning him was a little harsh, but that's probably what someone did because they didn't know who he was. And let's see. But yeah, if you're in here, Fred, you should be able to comment. Hopefully. But like I said, just keep it. I mean, just keep it. I would say keep it PG-13, but I don't give a fuck about PG-13. I just just don't say something that someone's gonna get butthurt about, because it'll be back to the way it was. And I'll have to go back in there and look at it again. But I sent a couple messages out, but I'm not sure if the stream just broke, or I don't know if some people can't comment, or I'm confused as to why people come in and don't comment. Like, I know there's always a couple people, but like right now there's one person commenting, and so there was 6 people, now there's only 5. But Hey, hey, Mr. Prom John 1. How's it going, brother? I'm hoping Fred comes in here and see if he can comment now. If not, I'll catch him another time. I'll probably be doing live streams a good bit this week, so. It's snowing out there. Well, it was. I'm not sure if it still is or not, but is it snowing at your place, John? Or in Aaron? It got, like Aaron told me, I already asked him a little earlier if it was snowing, and he said there's a dusting. That's about what we got here. Didn't get a whole lot. I already still had salt on half of my concrete ramp going up to my porch, and it didn't lay on that, so it started laying where there wasn't any, so I put some salt the rest of the way up, and pretty sure it's still good, so. Lightly, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it calls for much. It's supposed to stop in I think about 11 o'clock tomorrow evening or tomorrow morning. It's supposed to change the rain, so not supposed to get a terrible amount or nothing. I don't think it's supposed to accumulate to anything, but and I could be completely wrong, but I don't think we're going to get much more this year. I think that big snow we got is probably the biggest snow we're going to get this year. I mean, I could be wrong, but we still got a ways to go. But we just haven't got a lot of heavy snows lately. That one we got last time, like what 8 or 10 inches of snow. It's been a while since we got that. We was due for one, so. And I could be wrong. We could get a whole lot more. Who knows? I'm definitely not a weather person. Even the weather people don't know completely, 100%. So, what it's going to do. I was going to order some stickers for my PlayStation 5 because I have it painted up, and I was going to put some stickers on it, but I just can't find ones that would work. So, the only thing I can keep finding is full skins, and that would be pointless to put a full skin on it because I painted it. Why put a full skin on it, So I might just have to get some made somehow. Appreciate it, John. But yeah, I'll be doing more live streams this week, I'm sure. But especially if I get my retro stuff up and going again, I'll definitely do a retro stream. But I need to start getting back into that. But it's just, I don't know. It's difficult sometimes, But I did get over 500, or yeah, I wish. I did get over 400 subscribers, and that's pretty cool. I mean, getting up there, baby steps. I can't say I don't care about my subscribers. I do care about the subscribers. I just, it's not, terribly important to me, because like I've always said, I go for quality, not quantity. And, the people that do watch my streams are, awesome people, and they're collectors like me, so even that amount of people, it's worth doing the stream for, because it's just, I mean, it's fun doing it to start with, but then you got some, at least 4 or 5 people that come in and that are repeaters that stop by, you know what I mean? Repetitive people that stop in. That's Like right now, there's 5 people. There might not be 5 people talking, but there might not even be 5 people watching. I don't know. That number's like, I don't know if that number's ever right. I mean, I guess once in a while maybe it is, but like right now it's saying 5, and it's just I don't know if there's 5 people watching or not, because that number's just not accurate. I've already proved that number. It's already been proven that number isn't accurate all the time, because like I said, half the time you'll look at it and it'll say 0 on there, and there'll be somebody commenting. So you know there's at least one person watching the stream if they're commenting. Obviously, I mean, makes sense, right? But I did turn the quality up. Well, I've had it up for a while now, so, and it's been doing good. So that's something. Got my new shirt from Christmas. I finally wore it on stream, the Atari shirt. Pretty awesome. My mom got it for me. First time wearing it on stream now. That's a pretty cool shirt. They just came out with a... Can't stop yelling. They just came out with a new console called the Atari VCS. Pretty awesome. It's like a $300, like a $300, $300 or $400 console. And it might be worth it if it's, does good. I haven't really saw any reviews on it yet. I have to check them out. See what it can do. I know it's all digital. It doesn't have take any cartridges or discs or nothing like that. But so right off the bat, it would have to have a decent hard drive, like at least a 1 terabyte or something. I would hope. But I don't know why they put small hard drives in things. Like the PS5's got 825. That ain't nothing. I mean, it's more than the 500 they started the PS4 off with, but 825 gigabytes isn't anything. I think I got like 318 gigs left of that space. Of the 825 gigs, I only started off with having a little over 600. So it's only like 100 couple gigabytes more than the PS5 started out with. Well, I mean, the PS4 started out with. I guess maybe more than that, because the PS4 has a 500 gig, but it obviously took some for the operating system as well. So that I can't remember how much. I think it's like 3 something or 4 something, like 3 something probably left over. So it is a good bit more than the PS4, but it's still just one game is like a crazy amount of just that free Call of Duty game, the Cold, or not the Cold War, the Warzone. Just the Call of Duty Warzone is like 87 gigs. It's freaking crazy. Like, and I already only have 2 games on it, and only have like 300 and some left. So I'd start getting rid of games if I get too much, which that'd be the first one to go. The Warzone, because I don't play that much. I don't like that as much as the run and gun of like Team Deathmatch or free for all or whatever. That's what I like to play mostly. The the online 6 versus 6 or whatever it is. So, but it's a good game. I'm just now getting off of I'm still playing Conan Exiles, obviously, but I'm just now starting to play the Cold War, getting playing something else besides Conan Exiles. I've just been stuck on that game because it's a grind. That game's a grind, for sure. Especially when you're playing it for most. I gotta find it. I gotta find a server that has people playing, because it's a really big grind when you're on there and there's no one on. Like, you're just the only person playing. You may as well just play an offline game by yourself. Like, it sucks, but it's always better with more players. But I don't know. No one I know likes the game, so it's like, I mean, there's a few people that like the game. That I'm on this one server, but I'm an admin on that server, so that doesn't really count because I can just spawn whatever the hell I want. So then I got another couple servers I always have just for backups, just to play the game the way it's supposed to be played. And those are like a grind. Like, I'm always getting rid of a server, picking up another server, because it sucks, because like when you go in there, there's like, when you first get into the server, you're like, oh man, this is gonna be awesome. It has like 5 or 6 players on there, but in the first couple of days of playing, they're gone. Like, every time you get on, you're the only one on there. It's nerve-wracking. Like, it's just so much better with, you know what I mean, with people to run dungeons with and trade off stuff or whatever. It's way better with people. But kind of like a Call of Duty game. I mean, a Call of Duty game's kind of like better for playing by yourself, because at least you can get online, and it might not be people you know, which I don't care if I know these people or not on any of the games, really. I mean, it helps, I guess. It helps if you know them. It's cool if you know them, I guess. But you can pretty much always find a match on, like, Call of Duty, unless it's an older game or whatever. But like a Cold War, you'll be able to find people to play on Cold War for pretty much every hour on the hour. I haven't had any issues with it yet. I have had issues with like aimbots and stuff like that already. Like, I mean, I know the game's not brand new, but it's pretty damn new. Like, it's not 2 months old, I don't think. I mean, it's pretty damn new. But, well, maybe it's a couple months old, I don't know, but it's not that old. It's not real old, just put it that way. You would think it would take a little bit longer for people to get those kind of hacks and stuff, but apparently not, because, and I'm not a sore loser. I'll be the one to tell you that, hey, that was a fair shot, or you beat me fair and square. And for the most part, that's the fact. That's when I lose, it's because I lost, because I'm not as good as the other people. But every once in a while, you can just tell that something's going on. And that's the parts that piss you off. It's like, why even play the game if you're going to do that? Like, if you're guaranteed to win, is it really that fun? Like, I just don't get it. If you're guaranteed to win, is it really worth playing to start with? It just, I don't know. Like for instance, I'll give you a good for instance. I think it was the PlayStation 3, and it may have been the first one, actually, Prince of Persia game for the PS3. It may have been the first one that they ever come out with for the PS3. I'd have to look it up. But I didn't like that game at all. Graphics were fine. Gameplay stunk, in my opinion. I'm just saying my opinion, because everybody's got their opinions. But you could not die on that game. Like you had a Game Shark on it already. Like, that's not fun to me, Like, for instance, you can, if you fall off of something, it just freaking, like, did a rewind or whatever, and it brought you back. And you did it again, and again, and again. and maybe the 7th or 8th time you make it past. It never took me that long, but the 2nd or 3rd time, then you make the jump and you're fine. Like, that's not playing a game to me. Playing the game to me is falling and going all the way back. Maybe not to the beginning. I mean, checkpoints are cool, but back a little ways. You know what I mean? Not boom, right. Like, you would literally get pulled up and put right back on the very platform you jumped from and died. Not back anywheres. Right, and it wasn't no checkpoints. It was boom, progression. You just boom, you're right, like say you jump from this ledge to this ledge, and in between jumping, whoosh, died. It would literally bring you back up, set you right back on that ledge so you can try it again. Like that. And if you were battling a boss, because the only time you even remotely would get in trouble with killing any of the creatures would be a boss battle. And even then, there's this thing that runs around with you. I think she flies, actually. I'm not sure. I think she flies around with you. If I'm not mistaken, might run around on foot. But if the boss would get close to killing you, and your life goes down, like you had sort of a life bar, I guess, but you would get injured. But instead of the boss being able to just boom kill you, you like stoop down like you were tired, and the girl that was following you would like attack the boss and buy you enough time to get your life back, or get back, maybe not life bar, because I can't remember if I had a life bar, but to get your wits with you again, and you can attack. That's not a game. Like, to me, that's not fun. Like, I want to be able to go to attack a boss and it hand me my ass. That's you know, and then you have to go back to the last checkpoint or whatever it is, and come back and try again. Not just be able to kill it. Like, have however many chances you want to kill it. That just to me isn't a game. Like, it just takes the fun out of it to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why anybody. I think that's the only Prince of Persia game they did that to. I'm pretty sure they got some flack over it. I'd have to look at it and like Google it or whatever. I might just do that here in a minute. Maybe bring up the picture on the screen. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It was horrible. Like, the character looked different. I don't know. Just to me, it wasn't the type of game that I like. I'm hoping the comments aren't frozen. Let's see. No, the comments aren't frozen. Okay, good. Let's see. I hope the comments aren't frozen. I just jumped in my stream. Alright, let's see. I'm going to look that up. See if I can find the picture of that game. Prince of Persia, PS3. Okay, here it is. The Prince of Persia guy, he just doesn't even look the same. He just doesn't even look. To me, it just doesn't. I mean, he doesn't look terrible, but he just doesn't look like the typical Prince of Persia character you would see. I'll save it here and I'll bring it up on screen for you. A lot of you probably watching now, or some of you watching now, and a lot of you watching later probably know which one I'm talking about, but I'll bring it up on screen here and show you which one I'm talking about. And by no means am I bringing this up to tell you, hey, don't buy this game, don't play it, because I'm not one to tell you that. Like, I'm not a person that's going to say, if I don't like the game, then you won't like the game. Now, that's not the case at all. Like, I'm never going to tell you that, because everybody has their the games they like and their own opinion about the games. So I'm not telling you not to play the game. I'm just telling you my personal experience with the game, and that I just don't really care for it that much. But let me bring up the picture here. I'll show you which one I'm talking about. Alright, here's the game I'm talking about. This Prince of Persia game right here. I believe it was the first, somebody might correct me in the comments or whatever, but I think this was the first Prince of Persia game made for the PlayStation 3. I think. I could be wrong about that. Because then they come out with, what the heck was it? I can't remember what the next one was, but the next one was excellent. I love the next one. I still have it as well. I don't think I have this one anymore. I think I got rid of that one, traded it in. If that tells you anything, because I don't trade in games anymore. Like, I just keep them, because they're not even worth trading in anymore. But, if I had this game in today's world, I'd probably have kept it, because, let's face it, just, like I said, they're just not, games really aren't worth trading in anymore. But I think that was, I know this was the game, but I can't remember if that was the game, if this was the first one that, and it's made by Ubisoft. I love Ubisoft. They make Assassin's Creed, and they make the Civilization games and stuff for PC. They're a good company. By no means are they a crappy company. It's just, just games you like and games you don't like. But like I said, by no means am I saying don't go pick that game up and play it, because that's just my opinion about it. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, like, you gotta listen to me, like, I'm the game god and I know everything, so you need to not pick this game up because you won't like it. I'm not telling you that, because some people out there might like it, and that's fine. I'm not gonna crack on you and say you're an idiot for liking it, but everybody's got their own opinions about the stuff. Everybody's got their own games that they like to play, and it just is what it is. It's what makes us all different, If we were all the same, it'd be a pretty damn boring place to live in. Let me tell you, it would. It'd be really boring. I have that game. Oh, 3-in-1. Oh, 3-in-1 or whatever. Did you play that game? Did you like it, John? I didn't hate it. It was a decent game as far as the graphics and the storyline and stuff like that. But I just didn't like you couldn't die in it. Like, it was impossible to die in it. You couldn't do it. Like, you could purposely jump off a cliff and won't die. Like, it'll just pull you right back on. You know what I mean? It just, that to me, just my personal preference is not a good game. It's not a game I want to play. Let's put it that way. Might be a game that someone else wants to play, but not a game I want to play. And I'm not saying that because I'm better than somebody else. No, I'm just saying that's my personal preference. That, it's just not my kind of game. If that's your kind of game, that's cool. That's awesome. And if I still had the game, I'd give it to you, because I'm pretty sure I don't. I don't know. I might have kept it, I don't know. I'm not one for getting rid of games. Not nowadays, at least. I'm not one for dumping out soda either, but I think this one's going to have to get bye-byes. It has very little fizz in it at all. I'm not sure what's up with that. I'll drink it. I don't like wasting stuff, but Too Cold Warrior Within. That was a good game. And I think every Prince of Persia game I've ever played before and after that I've liked. But I just didn't like this one. I just didn't. I'm gonna see if I actually have it though. I'm kind of curious to see if I actually still have it. Because I don't, at least today's standards, I don't get rid of stuff. But I think I did get rid of it, just because that was back when. Yeah, I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did get rid of that. don't even see the other Prince of Persia game, which stinks. I thought I kept that one, but it might be hiding somewhere in here. I don't know. It's a pretty big area that it could be in, so it might be hiding somewhere in here. But I think I did get rid of that game. And I might even got rid of the other Prince of Persia game. But back in the day, I would get rid of games because back a good ways, it was actually beneficial to get rid of games because you actually got a little something for it. Nowadays, you just don't get nothing for it. So, hey, how's it going, Mr. Fred Mort? How's it going, buddy? How's it going, brother? I appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate all of you stopping in. I'm glad you're able to comment again. I don't know who blocked you, brother. I honestly don't. I didn't block you. Honestly, I didn't. If I blocked you, I would have told you. And I don't know what got you blocked. I honestly don't. Just watch what you say in here, because I had like 5 moderators, and I don't know. Just one of them blocked you for something. I'm not sure if it was a good reason or a bad reason, but I wouldn't have blocked you. I'd have timed you out a couple times and warned you before I blocked you, but I would have never just blocked you. Third cow and 2. Yeah. 2 Thrones, that was a good one. Yeah, I can't think of any other Prince of Persia game that I didn't like. I can't think of another one. But, now, like, some of the early ones were, like, didn't have very good controls, I'll give you that, but they were decent games. But I just didn't like that. I just didn't like the PS3 one, so that PS3 one at least. I didn't hate it, I just didn't like it that much. But, well, back on the topic of getting rid of stuff, like I said, nowadays I don't get rid of stuff. Unless I get, like, 2 of something, but I still don't trade it in. You can't even trade a lot of stuff into you can't trade a lot of stuff into GameStop anyway. A lot of stuff you see behind you, obviously, is been obsolete for years. And, so, I mean, that you can't possibly even think of trading in. Nor would I trade it in if I could. I'd rather just trade them off to fellow gamers that, you know, they have this, I need this, and they need something I have. Make it even swap, or even just give them to somebody. I'd rather just give them to somebody than you know, deal with a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate or $1 million conglomerate, whatever they are, and make them money. You know, they don't need any more money. You know, I'd support the small business people with the cartridges galore. Love that place. That's where I go for most of my games. Pretty much every game. Unless it's brand new, then I go to Walmart or might go to GameStop if I can't find it at Walmart. Most of the time I go to GameStop, it's for figures or something. It's not even game related. But once in a while I'll go to try to find a game, but not very often. And on that same topic of never getting rid of something, unless I have double of a console or a game, someone commented on one of my Facebook messages that I got when I got the PS5, and I took a picture of it. There's a PS3. They didn't even see the PS3 apparently, but there's a PS3 there and the PS4 beside the on the other side. They said, "Oh, don't you want to sell your PS4?" No. Why would I sell it? Like, I don't get rid of shit like that. I'm a real gamer that collects stuff. I don't get rid of consoles just because I got the newer console. That's not what I do. You know what I mean? I don't just sell that shit because later on in life you'll wish you had it. You know what I mean? But yeah, GameStop going to do online sales more. Yeah, they do have. I will say the GameStop does. If you go on their website, believe it or not, at least last time I went to their website, which has been a little while, not very long, but a little while. Well, it's been a little while since I checked what I'm actually getting ready to tell you. They did have some retro stuff, but it's only online. Like I'm saying, Super Nintendo and stuff, but only online, not in store. And even then, it was very limited. So I look for like, because now they come out with the Atari right here. You can see the Atari VCS is all digital. It just came out a little bit ago, and they come out with these newer consoles, the PlayStation 5 like I have, and the Xbox X Series X. They have a Series S that's all digital, and then they have a PS5 that's all digital. So they're coming out with the disc version and the digital version. Pretty soon they're just going to be coming out with the digital version. You watch. They won't have a disc at all anymore. They might not stop doing the disc anytime soon for a few years, but eventually they will. And once they do that, GameStop will be fucked. Like, they'll have to either start selling some of the old shit, or they will go out of business. Like, because they're not going to run off just what games are selling now. Because they don't. I'm pretty sure they don't have 360 games anymore. And if they do, they don't trade them in anymore. They haven't for quite a while. They haven't traded in Xbox 360 consoles for quite a while. And I'm pretty sure you can't trade in a 360 game anymore. They might have a few for sale in a few places, but probably not too much of that even. And I think you can still trade in a PS3, I think, and PS3 games, but they're probably even slightly, if not majorly limited themselves, because they probably got so many of them. And the Switch is probably the oldest console right now that they still support, except for the PS3, of course. The PS3 they still support, as far as I know. You can trade in consoles and some of the in games, probably depending on what game it is. If it's some sports game that everybody has, they're probably not going to want it, or they're going to want to give you $2 for it, and it'd be worth more to you for using it for a coaster in your game room, you know. So I mean, but if they I don't know, a few years, maybe even the next generation console, don't mark my word on this, but even if they in the next generation console come out with only digital, GameStop will have to step up their game and do something, because they won't be able to just sell PS5, Xbox X Series or whatever, and the Xbox One and PS4 and maybe PS3 still. They won't be able to live off just that. Not getting any new games, disc-based games in. They'll have to go the other way and start selling retro stuff again if they want to survive. That's my opinion on that. I'm watching Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. Oh, check this out, brother. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but it's funny you say that, because check this out. We got this at my good buddy. Oh. My good buddy Phil at Kryptonite Toys. I got this Ace Ventura: Pet Detective NECA figure. Pretty damn awesome. Pretty damn awesome. Now that you mention that, that's one of my favorite figures I have right now. But yeah, it's not looking good for GameStop sometimes. There's stuff out, and I hope everybody here is smart enough to not buy into all this shit on Facebook. Like, I know everybody knows that there's bullshit on Facebook, but there's a lot more bullshit than some people might even think. Because here in the last couple of days, I've been seeing stores that, like, especially like fast food restaurants. They're like fast food restaurants that will be going bankrupt in 2021. And one of them was McDonald's. There's no way in hell that McDonald's is going away anytime soon. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. There's no way that McDonald's is going bankrupt anytime soon. They were like the biggest multi-billion-dollar conglomerate freaking fast food restaurant. There is no bigger fast food restaurant than McDonald's. There isn't. There's restaurants I like a lot more than McDonald's, plenty of them, but there's none that make as much money as McDonald's. Not one. There's not one that can compare to McDonald's. It just isn't happening. At least not in the United States, at least. There's no way in hell they're going out of business anytime soon. And then I just saw one today. It said stores that are going out of business, and one of them was Walmart. Again, you might not like Walmart, and that's your opinion. You might like stores better, some stores better than Walmart, and that's fine. You know, that's great and everything. But Walmart is not going out of business anytime soon either. They're like top fucking dog right now, and I don't care what anybody says. They're like one of the biggest freaking stores going right now. Freaking Walmart, Target, you know, Walmart and Sam's Club, you know, Target is up there. There's no way those stores are going out anytime soon. But there's people that are they just throw them on, they just throw fake news on. They're like they must be like working for CNN or something. They're like, well, we're bored right now, and we're just going to we're bored right now, and we're maybe laid off from work because of COVID-19, and so we're just going to put shit on Facebook. Oh, Walmart's going out of business in 2021. No, they're not. Not a fucking chance. I'm sorry. They're just not. Along with, of course, the end of the world predictions. Nobody knows when the end of the world is. Nobody. I don't care who you talk to. Nobody has a clue. Is the world going to end one day? Of course. Like, when you think of what our sun is, it's a star. All stars burn out eventually. I mean, that's just the fact of life. You know, that's just, they're born and they die just like anything else. And one day our sun will burn out, but not anytime soon. And you know, if that's the way the world ends, but nobody knows. Like, they just want to cause panic and see how many people they can cause panic and fear, and that's all they're doing. It's all they're doing. It's just crazy. So don't buy into that crap. Like, when the end of the world happens, none of us are going to know about it. It's just going to happen. There's not going to be any warnings, probably. And maybe there will be. Hopefully there will be. But even if there is warnings, it's not going to help. I mean, if it's the end of the entire world, you got them idiots in them $500,000 bunkers. That's not going to help you. I'm sorry. You might, we got 3 months worth of rations. Who cares? If the world ends, you're going to need to be underground for a lot longer than 3 months. You're just going to slowly starve to death underground. I'd rather go out with a bang than starve to death for 3 months, knowing that when you run out of food, you're fucked. Because there's nothing above. You know, what kind of life is that? You know, nah. People are stupid. Just spend their money on all kinds of stupid shit. Like, now I can see if maybe there's a riot or something, or they live close to a big city or something. They live in a big city nowadays. They're probably an idiot to start with, but, you know, like a big city like New York and shit like that. Not idiot, but, you know, they're probably already asking for trouble, you know. But I can kind of see if they have something in some place like that to where, you know, looters and rioters, especially nowadays, to get away from that kind of stuff. I get that, but the end of the world, it's not going to help. Just definitely not going to help. So, anybody got a subject better than end of the world and how shitty GameStop's becoming? It's not so much GameStop. It's like, I mean, I guess it is in a way, but a lot of people say the GameStop employees suck. It's not necessarily the GameStop employees that suck. It's the employer that's employing the employer and employee. You know, I've heard a lot of horror stories about GameStop employees. They're just not treated very well. And if you aren't treated very well, then, you know, are you going to have that good an attitude? That well, you know, are you going to have a good attitude? I'd say probably not. And they're all just a lot of them are coming from people that I don't really know that well, but and you can't believe every single thing you hear, but I do believe some of it, you know. Even the more believable stuff that I believe is bad enough to not want me to ever work at a place like that. Like, I love video games, I do. But just because I love video games doesn't mean I would love to work at GameStop. I'm a retro kind of person anyway, so that wouldn't fit in. Not that I don't like modern consoles, because I do, but I buy them. I mean, obviously. But it's just, I don't know. Just something about the retro stuff, and they don't have that, you know, online a little bit, but I wouldn't mind working at cartridges galore, but then I probably wouldn't make even half the money I make now, so it just wouldn't work out so well. But might be treated better though. But yeah, we're almost into an hour now, so that's pretty cool. I'll probably go for an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on how many people I can get in here. I don't think I said anything on Facebook. Let's see, I'm gonna drop something in Facebook and see if I get any more people. There we go. Drop a... Alright. Maybe I'll get a couple more people come in, hopefully. But, yeah, I'll at least go to an hour and a half. Even the way it is now. It's not bad right now. I mean, I got some people talking, I mean. But, I might have to check the stream every once in a while just to make sure, messages can come through. I'm glad to see that you're able to message now, Fred. Definitely, that's awesome. I'm glad figured it out. I've been checking it, and if you just go into the YouTube settings themselves, it says no one has been banned from your channel. And I looked at that, I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then I got to thinking, I'm like, well, I know I banned people from my channel before, because people have come in and fucking, people have come in and said all kinds of strange shit. And I know I banned a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I banned quite a few people from my channel. You not being one of them, Fred, but, so I knew I had some on the list, so then I was like, wait a minute. Unless it just, you know, takes them off after so time, it just doesn't show them anymore. So then my wife got me into another part of it I didn't know how to get into, and there, you know, there's a big list. So, and you were on there, and I don't know how you got on there, but one of the moderators got you on there somehow. But Cobra arcade version, yeah, that's a good game, that's for sure. Yeah, that Contra's Did I say Cobra? I think I said Cobra. Contra is definitely an awesome game. That, especially the Super Nintendo version of it. I love that one. But yeah, it's freaking definitely. I haven't played the arcade version a lot, but I have played it. YouTube is slow. I just now got the alert that you're streaming. Center Life. I think if you've been on my channel before, Center Life, I think I remember that name. There's so many names that come and go that it's hard to remember everybody, but or is that? Oh, is that Paul? Is that you, Paul? Center Life? Whoever it is, welcome to the stream for sure. I hope you enjoy the stream, but can't even remember what I was talking about now, but must not have been that important, right? I did get a few more things in the Oasis since I did do a pickups video not too long ago, but I always feel like I'm missing something, you know what I mean? Like, there's always something that, and I know there's a lot of stuff in this game room I haven't showed on stream, only like maybe in like tour videos and stuff, but that's one thing I got to do again soon is a tour video, and I got to take snapshots of the place again because I got to update my YouTube channel. I have not my YouTube channel, my Facebook channel. I have like my own personal Facebook channel, but then I have a Facebook channel just for Webb's Retro Gaming Oasis. So make sure you check that out. Webb's Retro Gaming Oasis on Facebook. Make sure you check that out. You can see all the different pictures of everything. Like I said, I gotta update them because there's still quite a bit of, like, over here on the wall you can't see this behind my TV. I have my shelf with masks and stuff, and my Ultra Magnus shelf. I don't think that's on. That's picture. You know, that's on the new. What I'm trying to say. I don't think those pictures are up. I know the masks aren't, because I think the last one I saw, it still has the Star Wars figures hanging there, and I haven't had them hanging there for a long time. I need to find another place to hang them, but there's just not enough room to do anything. So yeah, I've been here a few times. I'm a game collector like you, just don't have the collection that you do right now. Mostly N64, hell yeah, Sega and Super. Hey, that's, you know, I mean, that's a hell of a start. I mean, for me it's not a competition. Like, I don't come on here and show everybody like, don't you wish you had all this shit? Look at me, I have all this shit now. To me, I just like coming on here to show everybody the stuff, and for people that, like, you know, do like, oh man, I remember that, or I remember, you know, and take them back to their childhood and strike a conversation with the people, and I just like having conversations about old game consoles and new game consoles, whatever, old games, whatever, and just love the nostalgia. Love talking to people about, hey, remember back in the day, remember the, you know, original 80s Turtle line, and, you know, stuff like that. Pumpkin. Guy seeds. Good vibes. But yeah, I just I just enjoy talking to people that share my same interests in collecting figures and old game consoles and all that stuff. There's not enough of us anymore. It's a dying breed for sure. Retro stuff's coming. It's come back a good bit. Like, from a few years ago. They've come pretty far. They got quite a bit of retro game stores now and stuff, and it's really awesome to see that for sure. So I mean, they're not dead yet. They're still hanging in there, and they're coming back slightly. I got the PS 1, 2, 3, 4, Xbox 360 one, but not the PS5 or yeah, they're hard to get. They really are. I did get my hands on the PS5 finally. I got the disc version. I don't know why anybody would want the digital version. Again, I'm not judging. I just don't know why anybody would want the digital version of anything. If they have a chance between digital and disc, you know what I mean? Why would you not want more options? You know, but I mean that's just me. I mean, and happy birthday to whoever. It's somebody's birthday. I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, hopefully somebody that watches this, it'll be their birthday, and you just made their day, Fred. I mean, who knows? It's somebody's birthday. Every day is someone's birthday, right? But yeah, I just now realized I didn't put one of my consoles back. Didn't put my Dreamcast back. That's not a big deal, but I'll put it back now, though. Now that I'm thinking of it. Ghost Popper! Ghost Popper! Thank you. Ghost Stopper. Ghost Facer! Remember that? Freaking Ghost Facers. Alrighty, all's right with the world is back now. I'm a digital guy myself. I sold all my physical copies of games a while ago. Now I got games. Yeah, I mean, see, some people like the digital stuff. I myself, I try to get physical copies of it. But, and my logic behind, I'll just tell you my logic behind it, and I'm not trying to change anyone's mind about anything. I'll just give you my personal opinion. The PS5, for instance, the disc version of the PS5, it is $100 more. Okay, I get that. It is $100 more, but to me, that's worth it, and I'll tell you why. Because number one, if you have any PS4 physical copies of PS4 games, 90% of them is going to work on that PS5, right? Yes, the digital stuff that you downloaded will too, but hear me out. I got 20 PS4 games if I had to guess, and all of them are probably going to more than likely work in the PS5, right? Well, then another thing you look at is, like, say, for instance, I'll just use this for instance. Right here we have, I just got this Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Okay, this is $70 digital copy. Even more expensive if you get the collector's edition or whatever you call it. But this is $70 right now on the digital version, right? I bought this. I got this in, what am I trying to say here? I had a GameStop card. I did buy this at GameStop. Like I said, I don't normally go to GameStop, but once in a while I do. I had a $20 card from Christmas I forgot all about from GameStop. So I got $20 off of this already. And so this was, you know, $50 roughly, 50 couple bucks, right? I got this for 50 couple dollars, whereas, and I've seen them on, I've been seeing them on Facebook Marketplace and stuff for like $40, $45, just because someone's buying it and playing through probably the campaign, and they're getting a little bored of the multiplayer or whatever the case may be, so they're reselling them, or they try to go get they're like, okay, I just want the PS4 or PS5. I don't want like a game and an extra controller, but they end up only finding a bundle. So like, okay, I'll buy that and I'll just part out the rest of it. I'll just sell the game off, whatever, and you get it cheaper. You don't have that option if you do digital, because they don't bring them prices down that often. For instance, like I got the Xbox One. I got Conan Exiles because I got Conan Exiles for that as well. Now I have all versions of it, because the PS4 version, they kept hitting it. And it kept taking it down for some reason. It kept getting corrupt or whatever. So I went to Walmart, brand new, $9. If you get on the Xbox Live store right now, still about $40. So, you know what I mean? So you're screwed when it comes to that. Unless they bring the digital version down, you're only stuck to that digital version, and you can't go get a cheaper disc version of the game. So that's why I do it. But everybody has their way of doing things, and that's the way it is. You know, that game was free on Xbox Game. But see, the Xbox Game Pass, you have to pay a monthly fee for that, correct? Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I mean, you don't have to go out. I understand that, but you have, for the Xbox Game Pass, is a monthly fee, correct? So you're tied down to a monthly fee. If you stop paying that, like the PlayStation Plus, I got games from PlayStation Plus for free. Not necessarily, though, because if I stop paying for the PlayStation Plus, guess what? I don't get to play them games anymore. They're locked behind PlayStation Plus. So you got to pay PlayStation Plus, which both consoles do that now. So I can't poke fun at one or the other, and I never have, because one console has, the other one doesn't. You know what I mean? So, but you're locked behind something. Whereas if you buy a physical copy of it, it's yours. Hot stocks drop. Alert bugged. I pay to buy the year like I do my cable. Yeah, so you pay by the year, but you're still, if you stop paying that fee, you're not going to be able to play that game anymore. You're screwed. You won't be able to play whatever games you downloaded. You know what I mean? And if you're going to play online anyway, then it's worth it. You know, I mean, I'm not saying it's not. I play PlayStation Plus fee, and I have Xbox Live as well, because I have my Xbox One. I didn't get the new console yet, but I got the PlayStation 5, and later down the road I'll get the other one when it's when it's available and cheaper, and which is going to be a while. No, I'm not Paul. My name is Josh. Josh. Okay. Okay. No, I didn't. I think it got you confused because our buddy Paul's last name is Simmers, and you're Sinner. You know what I mean? It's a similar. I hear Cyberpunk is. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what. There's a lot of people playing that Cyberpunk game, and I haven't got into it yet. But I heard it's good. I heard it's not as great as people say. So you don't want to listen to what people say though, like, unless you have a good friend that likes the same types of games you do, and you value their opinion on that game because you generally like the same stuff they do. don't listen to what people say, because there's people that just say that this game is completely garbage, and you might like the game, you know. Just like I said about the Prince of Persia game. I didn't like it that much, but somebody else might. I mean, it's just what you like. It's just in whatever you like, you know. Different people like different things, so. But yeah, that's my outlook on the digital versus the non-digital, because with my physical copy one, I can still download games. I can do everything that the digital one can do, but more. You know what I mean? And you can go and you can take it. You can not only take advantages of, like, a couple months down the road, this game being dropped by $10, you know, and you don't have, and they don't drop it on the digital copy. Or another way you can take advantage of it is, other than your old game, PS4 games work, and I'm pointing over there because that's where my case is with all the games. With your old PS4 games working in the console, and with getting cheaper games, then you can get digital. Not only that, but I can play this game for a couple months, and if I don't like it, I can sell it. I can be like, okay, buddy, here, $30, it's yours, and I can make some money back off of it. Whereas if you end up not liking the digital version of it, you're done. There's no selling your digital copy off. You're stuck with that digital copy. I mean, you can delete it off your console, but you don't get any money back for it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of, it's give and take. You know, it's what you want. It's what you like. What's the white box too? Huh? The white box. What do you mean, John? This? White box. I'm not sure what you mean, brother. You mean behind me somewhere, John? My PS3 name was Proud Center. I was in my early 20s, and I hated the name because I changed my ways since the... Okay, I see what you're saying. But in reality, though, we're all sinners. I mean, anybody that says they've never sinned is committing a sin right there, and that's lying, because no one's perfect, that's for sure. I least of all. I mean, not least of all, maybe, but definitely no one is free of sin, that's for sure. Joking, what the white box you was holding. Oh. That's the PS5 version of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I like it. I mean, I'm sure people in the comments are going to roast me for, oh, it's just another Call of Duty game. Just another Call of Duty game. And it is, but it's fun. I mean, I like the fact that they don't have jetpacks in them anymore. Because the jetpacks were just stupid. Like, when you have to climb up somewhere and then somebody can just jetpack up to you. A PS5 box. Oh, PS5 box. Oh, duh. Okay, yeah. White box, yeah. Yeah, the digital version, the digital box is black. Yeah, the digital version's all black. Not all black, but black and blue instead of white and blue. Oh, just another Call of Duty, haha. It is. It is just another Call of Duty. I'll give them that. But it does have some things that the other ones don't have, and there were some Call of Duties I didn't like too much, like shucks, I can't even remember what the hell the name of it is now. Ghost. I didn't like Ghost very often, I didn't like Ghost very much. I didn't play it very often though. After I played it, I just sold it off and kind of forgot about it. What it looked like. The PS3 was the strange... What? The PS3 was the strange time back. Then we had PlayStation Home. PlayStation Home, I love that. I met so many good friends off of PlayStation Home that I don't talk to anymore, but I think if we still had PlayStation Home, I would still do it. And Atom Universe just isn't the same. It's garbage compared to that. They even screwed up PlayStation Home in the end, like a little bit. It was still good, but when PlayStation Home first came out, it was awesome. I jumped on that thing every single freaking day, and it was neat. I said maybe fresh news. What would you say? Fresh news? Or Call of Duty games, story games? Yeah, there is a storyline, Fred. There is a. I don't ever play the campaigns though. I've never played a campaign. Well, I might have played one or two campaigns. I think I played the campaign of the first Black Ops. I think I played this campaign. I think that's the last campaign I've ever played though. I just get it for multiplayer, just strictly multiplayer. Who remembers the Sega Channel? I never had the Sega Channel, but I remember it. Yeah, I definitely remember it. I'm wanting them to bring another Sega game, another Sega system out, like the Dreamcast 2 or something. They've been saying, they said about that a few times, but never did anything with it. Do you remember the PS3 app? You can see all those things that look like yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I know what you mean. You could see like people that owned the PS3, and where they were located, what state they were located in, and you could do that with a PS Vita too, when it first came out. See people near you that own a PS Vita. It was pretty neat, but it didn't last a long time, but it was pretty neat. Oasis. Oasis song, I said, maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me after all. Not sure what you mean, fresh news, but welcome to the channel. Appreciate you stopping in for sure. Appreciate everybody that stops in and takes time out of their schedule, because a lot of people have busy schedules, and to have someone come in and check out me even for a couple minutes is awesome. I mean, got 10 people in here now. I mean, if that's accurate, that's awesome, you know. Hey, what's up? I'm pretty sure I remember that name. What is this? What is this? I thought it was a Oasis band fan group. No. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, that's what my game room's called. Webb's Retro Gaming Oasis is the name of my game room. Yeah, I've been here a few times. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember that name. Welcome back. I appreciate it. But yeah, fresh news that Webb's Retro Gaming Oasis is the name of my game room. So I'm sorry I misled you if I did. So, but yeah, I do like the band Oasis though. I mean, you want to talk about them? That's great. I mean, we talk about a lot of stuff in here. I appreciate you stopping in anyway. But yeah, I normally talk about gaming stuff, but we get into a lot of different topics. The only topics I don't like getting into are politics and stuff like that. I don't racial stuff. I don't, other than me ranting about how racism is stupid. You know, racial stuff is stupid. Other than that, I don't really get into much of that either. But just because I don't want to offend anyone, you know, I don't want to say the wrong thing and offend somebody. And I've been looking for a Sega Mortal Kombat game. Been pricey. Looking for a Sega Mortal Kombat game. Been pricey on Amazon and eBay lately. You have noticed that? No, I haven't noticed that. You mean the first Mortal Kombat game? I'm pretty sure I have it. I don't know if I have the, I don't have it boxed, I don't think. I need to get a box for it, but I have. Let's show you what I have as far as the Genesis. Got there's the first Mortal Kombat. I don't have the case for that. I need to buy the case for that. I appreciate you reminding me of that, because that's one thing I wanted to do and keep forgetting to do. Here's Mortal Kombat 2. I have it boxed. I think I have the manual and everything to that. I have it boxed, Mortal Kombat 2. Then here's the regular Mortal Kombat 3. And it's got the manual as well. And then this is when they started going cheap with the boxes. I'm like, oh, we're not gonna make the boxes plastic anymore. We're just gonna give you this piece of shit cardboard thing. And this is Ultimate. Not only did they do that, but they made the manual black and white, which is really stupid too. But what are you gonna do, right? But that's the ones I have of that. But I do need to get the case for that. I do need to buy a case, and the case is probably going to be expensive too. Unless you get like an aftermarket, or not an aftermarket, but like a one that someone made, which is alright. I mean, it's supporting the little guy. And I'm never going to sell my shit anyway, so it's, I mean, unless I absolutely have to. I'm never going to sell it anyway. But, let's see. See if I get caught up with the chats here. Oh. As soon as I Alright, try to get caught up with the comments here. Jim Sterling fan? I've heard of Jim Sterling. I haven't really heard of a lot of his work, though. Refresh my brain. I haven't heard that name for a while. The unopened games that is still in package are getting rare to find. Yeah, see, I don't do that stuff. I'm not saying anyone's dumb for doing that, but that's just not my cup of tea. I don't buy anything that's sealed. I don't buy games that are sealed and just put them up on the shelf and say, "Hey, look what I got." That's just not my personal preference. I would much rather pay less for an open one and play it and enjoy it. You know, that's my personal preference. I miss the cool items they packed with games back a while ago. Yeah, you're right. They did do some good stuff. Bunnies. I love you, Fred. But yeah, they did do a lot better packaging back in the day than they do now. They don't even come with. Well, you'll see. I'll show you here. Like the PS5 game, for instance, they don't even. Here's what comes in the packaging. This thing that advertises a free game you can download. That's what comes in the packaging. You know, that's it. It doesn't have any like little booklet in there to show you the controls or to tell you anything about the game or characters of the game or anything anymore. They have it all on the console. So You have to go into a setting on your game to check out the game controls, and which is fine. But I just like the nostalgia of opening up a book and be like, okay, this, the X button does this, and the O button, the triangle button, they do this and this. It's just the nostalgia of it. And they've lost that a lot over the years. The ones that are in different counties can be expensive with the different artwork. Yeah. Yeah. And I love the artwork stuff that they do too. I'll give you, for instance, on the one on that as well. Which you probably already know if you're a gamer, but I'm going to show you anyway, damn it. One of my most favorite titles that does that is, of course, God of War. They have this awesome freaking artwork here. This is the artwork that's on the inside of the slip cover. This is the traditional thing you would see in the store, and you can flip it around. I think every single God of War game does this, to my knowledge, at least. PSP, everyone, to my knowledge. I don't think they left any of them out. I could be wrong about that, but the ones that aren't. Oh, okay, I already read that. But yeah, I love that, the different artworks and stuff, because someone took their damn time, poured their heart out and sketched that out, and you know what I mean, did a fantastic job on those. 25 cents to play. No, this in here you just have to hit a button. You don't have to put any coins in. One of these days I'll set up a coin slot on it though. You see, for instance, I'm going to check this now. This is the God of War 3 remastered from the PS3 to the PS4, and take the slip cover out, and it's got the artwork. Not a lot of artwork on this one, but it still has it, So pretty awesome. And normally I'll put it on that, but sometimes I don't. But normally I do put it on that alternate. I said I had about 20 PS4 games. I probably have more like 30 or 40. Actually, now that I look in there. But see, probably every one of them titles I'll be able to play on the PS4 or 5. Excuse me. Probably every one of those titles in there. Because it said like 90% of them. Probably every one of them titles in there I could play on my PS5. And I don't have to go buy it digital again, on top of already owning it. I used to collect the steel books. Yeah, I do. I have a few of those as well, but I do love those. What games it was? Yeah. Yeah, I used to. I kind of picked and choose which ones I wanted to get on those. But yeah, I did get a few steel books. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on that. They're hard to find. That's for sure. I'll show you some of my steel books I have now that you mentioned that. I'm glad to see people coming in here and bringing up different topics that I can talk about. I really do appreciate that. Makes my stream go a lot better. That's what I like. I'll show you a few. Where the heck is that one at? Show you a few steel books here. I'm not even sure where the heck that other one got to now. I can find a couple. Where in the world did it go? Well, I got 2 of the steel books. You just have to take my word for the third one I have. I might even have more than that, but... Well, one of them's a movie steel book, but not a game. But, I have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 steelbook. Pretty awesome. I'll show you some of these steelbooks, movies and games. Otherwise, this is not very artistic, but that's the God of War Ascension steelbook. Pretty cool. I mean, you got other stuff in it too, obviously, that made it worth a while, but besides just being a steelbook. But I also got the Assassin's Creed 3 steelbook. I'm not sure where the heck it got to though. I thought it was in here with the games, but right now I'm not seeing it. So I'm not sure where it got to, but I have Clash of the Titans or something steelbook. I couldn't find it either, but and then I have, of course, as you can see at the little title down here, I'm part of a Ghostbusters charity group. So of course I got Ghostbusters stuff, obviously. Ghostbusters 1 steelbook. The Library Ghost. And then Ghostbusters 2 steelbook. River of Slime. So yeah. And the cool thing is that the actual artwork is on the disc as well. I know a lot of people that got these and it just had that logo on the disc instead of the artwork. Kind of sucked. They got screwed pretty much. My brother has a 5-bedroom house with floor to ceiling shelves of movies, games. Hell yeah. He has collected over. That's awesome. Hell yeah. That's the kind of stuff I love hearing about for sure. There's a couple guys over the years I'd like to have went and visited. I did get to visit. I'm not drunk. I promise. I don't drink. High on life, maybe. I did get to visit the Game Dungeon Productions. I did get to visit the dungeon. That was it's a badass place. It looks even better now. I need to get back there again to check it out, how he's got it set up now. So, for sure, but oh, I want to show you guys my guys and gals. If there is a gal in here, I apologize. Where did you get your PS5? Do you want me to tell you? I got it from a dude down in Frederick, where I'm originally from. And yeah, he was a bit of a scalper, but he only made like $150. About 150, 160 bucks more than retail price. And that's still scalping, but I wasn't concerned with spending just a little bit more. There's no way I'd ever go. Some people were playing double and triple and quadruple, and that was horrible. But he only made about 160 bucks off of me, you know, because he had the receipt. He paid $5.80 for it because I guess he did like a pre-order, kind of like a second pre-order type of thing that I didn't even know about. I wish I did. And he showed me the receipt, the digital receipt he sent. It was like he paid like $5.82, and I paid $7.50 for it. So do the math on that. That's let's see, I paid $7.50 for it. So if I just do $5.80, then that's 170 bucks. So he made about made about $165 or something off of me, more than retail. So I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I watch him every night. He's a guy you can count on. Good retro stream. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I need to get back into doing my retro stuff as well. He's a lot better at it because he's got a lot more titles. Normally, when I do it, predominantly most of mine are emulated because I just don't have the titles to do like requests and stuff. So I have to go emulation, and it sucks, but at least you can still get to see the game, you know. And I play it on the CRT television. I don't play it on the new TVs. I play it on the TV that's designed to be played on. So I mean, you still get that retro feel and stuff. But Jesse has a lot more. Game Dungeon Production has a lot more titles to do requests, and doesn't have to do as much emulation as I do. One of these days, I'll be able to do. I'm starting to get my collection. I mean, I'm getting more stuff, so eventually I'll be able to do some streams with no emulation at all. But it's going to take a while. I don't really have the room to put that many titles to do like requests and stuff. So I have to go digital. You know, I mean, I have to go digital. Yeah, I have to go emulation a lot. And a lot of people don't like that, and some people are not bothered with it. And you would probably spend that on trying to follow. Yeah, exactly. And it was about an hour and 20 minutes away. So I did burn a little bit of gas. I got a 4-cylinder Jeep, so it didn't burn that much gas. But I did spend a little bit of money in gas. I might have put $10 worth of gas in it to get me back or something. It wasn't that bad. But it was worth it to me. I mean, a lot of people would call me an idiot, and you know, I don't really care. But I don't really care their opinion. A lot of people call me an idiot for having this stuff. You know what I mean? You gotta grow up. You don't need to collect this stuff anymore. You know. But I honestly don't give a shit. I work. I make my own money. I buy my own shit. I don't ask anybody to support me at all. So after my wife and kids are taken care of, then I buy stuff. Do you still have a retro TV that's from the 90s? They're heavy as hell, but it's the best way. Yeah, I still do. I have a Sony Trinitron over there that I do my streams on. I'll actually show you here. I am tempted to do that too. I collect too better than wasting it on drugs and shit. Yeah, exactly. That's right. Exactly. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, right there I got the Sony Trinitron right there. It's not one of the bigger ones. The one that Jesse at Game Dungeon Productions has. His is like twice that size, and it is heavy as hell. Because I used to have one, and it went bad on me. But I did. It was cool though because it worked out really well. Because my wife found one of the big the big damn things, like I don't know, 25, 30 inch, which is small compared to today's TVs, but back then it was a big TV. Sony Trinitron for $25. And at first I was like, yeah, that's probably that would be awesome. But then I got to thinking, I don't have a lot of room, you know. It would probably fit in that corner, but it would have been snug as hell in that corner. And it fell through, and I'm glad it did, because like a couple days later she found a Sony Trinitron, the smaller version, for $20. Came with the manual, the remote. I was set. I still had the manual. I had the manual for it, the remote. So I mean, the original remote for it. It's awesome. It works great too. I got my DVD player set up on it so I can watch, like, I actually went out and bought show you the couple of the collections I bought recently. Not real recently, but I had the 90s Project or TV. was the 60-inch. Oh yeah, yeah. I guarantee you. I bought Married with Children, the whole collection. Yeah, yeah, those are awesome. I love those TVs because it doesn't have like um, the dome's glass screen, and that's what the light likes to hit and project and make it all glary. It's a lot better for it. It still glares when you try to when you use the camera on it, but it does less of it. So, but I got that, and I got this recently, the Incredible Hulk. It's got Bill Bixby on that side and Lou Ferrigno on that side. I went out and bought the whole. Excuse me. I went out and bought the whole series because I met Lou Ferrigno in DC at the one Comic Con the one year and got a picture with. I didn't get his autograph, but I got a picture with him. And after that, I'm like, I watched these back in the day. I probably didn't watch them all, but I was like, yeah, I gotta buy those. And I got a good deal on them, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy them. And I think I paid only $25 for the Married with Children. That was definitely a worthwhile investment there. But I got a DVD player set up, and it's on that Sony Trinitron. So when I watch those DVDs, they're full screen. If I watch them on one of the two LCD TVs I have in here, well, I got three, but the ones in the arcade cabinet, I don't count that one. I could use it if I wanted to, but why? I got two other ones. If I played on one of the two LCD TVs, it like smashes the screen, like that black line over there where the letters are, where all the words are. It smashes the screen and like, do you follow wrestling? Oh yeah, definitely. Yes, definitely. That's definitely another one of my great passions is wrestling. And yeah, I'll agree with you if you say that it's getting shitty, a little shitty here and there, but compared to what it used to, but I still love it. I still like watching it. I get really sick and tired though of people saying, "You know it's fake, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know it's fake. I'm not pretending it's real, you know." And I look at them, I'm like, "Well, answer me this." Like Taker said it. Like I tell everybody that tells me that wrestling's fake, name one movie or TV show that's not fake. Everything you watch on TV, unless it's the news, and sometimes that's fake, especially if it's CNN. Even if it's based on a true story, there's people acting it out, and it's not going on right then and there, so it's still fakes. Every TV show and movie you watch is fake. So why is it bad for wrestling to be fake? Everything's fake. Like all the TV shows, all the movies. I don't watch it because I think it's real. You know, I'm not that stupid. I have to get Peacock TV now because WWE sold the WWE Network. What? What do you mean WWE sold the WWE Network? Now there are a lot of spin-off. What do you mean they sold the WWE Network? But yeah, everything's freaking, even a lot of people will be like, well, what about true stories? Yeah, they might have actually happened in real life, some things, but what you're watching on TV at that specific moment is fake, you know? And then I hate the people that are like, oh, there's no way that person got hurt because it's fake. People get hurt. People get hurt in hockey. People get hurt in baseball. People get hurt in football, especially. Racing. People get hurt. WD hasn't had a mega star for a while, Austin. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. The WWE Network is moving to Peacock in March. World Wrestling. Peacock in March. Entertainment announced Monday it reached a multi-year agreement to give Peacock sold all the rights over to Peacock for 5 years. Everything will change in March. Hockey is moving. So there won't be a WWE network anymore. Is that what you're saying? You have to. Are they going to shut down WWE Network and then you have to buy Peacock? Is that what you mean? Not sure that was a copy and paste. The US version. Yeah, unfortunately, no more WWE Network. It will all be on the Peacock app. So then you just buy Peacock, and then you'll get the like pay-per-views and stuff like that. Or are you doing anything more to your Slimer band? Yeah. I guess the short answer is yeah. I need to take new pictures of Slimer 1 because the ones I have on Facebook are tremendously outdated because the ones I have on my Facebook, I don't know if that's the ones you're referring to or if you've seen them or not, but it still has the magnets on it. I have all decals now, and I have a beacon on it, and I'm gonna put some sort of a roof rack on it at some point. I don't want anything very tall, but I'm gonna put something, some gadgets and gizmos that are maybe that high or something. And I did finally. I saw a video doing. Don't know your Facebook. Oh, my Facebook. Well, my gaming Facebook channel is My gaming Facebook channel is Webb's Retro Gaming Oasis, and then William Edward Beachley Jr. is my Facebook. If you want to add me on Facebook. Hey, what's up? Welcome back. But anyway, going back to the Slimer 1, here about, I'm just going to roughly say about 4 months ago, I actually sent off to get my actual tag name changed to Slimer 1. And I didn't think I was going to get it, and they just about a couple of days ago, they finally processed it, so, yeah. Just because of this COVID stuff, probably, or whatever. But $10 for their no ads, but no changes if you're not in the U.S. And it's saying normal for everyone else in the UK. Okay, so it's just gonna transition over to something else, and you'll just I'll just continue to pay the $10 or whatever. Okay, because I don't. I did go on to on WWE Network a few times to watch some old stuff, but mostly I just do the pay-per-views. Sent you the request. Oh, you sent me a request. I did hear a ding. John, is that you? Got a little doggy for your picture? Sent your request. Okay. You can look everything up on Google. Just type the WWE Network. Yeah, I did type it. It says it's not going to do it until like 2022, I think it said. 2022, it's going to all transition over. Pretty sure that's what it said. The future of the WWE Network. What's going on with WWE Network? Is WWE Network ending? I think that's what I looked up last time. I seen it in March of this year, probably 2022 for everyone. Yeah, it says WWE Network. Okay, WWE Network, the standalone video service from World Wrestling Entertainment, won't be going it alone. That makes no sense. For much longer. At least in the United States. The US version of the WWE Network app will be shut down as part of the deal, which the Wall Street Journal is putting at over $1 billion. Let's see, it doesn't say the rest of it. Is the WWE Network shutting down? You think PS4 will have a large in-store drop during March? Possibly, yeah. Oh, 5, yeah. I have heard that they're gonna drop, that they're gonna start dropping more consoles, and figures and everything. All the scalpers are gonna lose their ass pretty much. If they keep it up, because they're starting to put a stop to the scalpers. They're starting to weed them out. Like they're starting to cancel orders if there's a large order. Hell, that Ghostbusters Ghost Popper up there on my arcade cabinet. A friend of a friend ordered 2 of them. They canceled the order because they can only order 1. I don't see 2. That's 2. 2 is stupid. Like 2 is not bulk to me. Like they should have allowed them to buy 2 of them. You know what I mean? That the PS5, that might be different, but a toy like that too. Well, who cares? You know. But I have heard that they're going to be dropping a lot of stuff, consoles and figures alike stuff, because of the scalpers. Okay, let's see what this says. World Wrestling Entertainment (WWE) will be shut down its own network and move to programming to Peacock, NBC Universal's direct to consumer streaming service. The 2 companies announced Monday subscribers can purchase WWE Network through Peacock Premium for $4.99 per month. The channel currently costs $9.99 per month. Oh shit! So I'll read that part again. Subscribers can purchase WWE Network through Peacock Premium for $4.99 per month. The channel currently costs $9.99 per month. So they're going to knock it down to $4.99 a month, apparently. That could change, of course, obviously, but that's crazy news there. So it's not gonna affect a lot, I guess, but it is going to be a little different. You'll probably have to transition through a different menu. Hopefully it'll have it set up similar, or hopefully they just have WWE Network and it'll just be governed by, just be run by a different company. Hopefully the WWE Network itself doesn't go anywhere, and you don't have to just delete your app and download a new app. But we'll see how that goes. They took the PS4 Pro off the shelves online and can't find it anywhere. Really? That's crazy. It might sound like a little far-fetched, but I think Sony and Microsoft should hold a butt on online shopping and do retail. $4.99 if you want ads. $10 if you do. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I'll just continue to pay the $10. I mean, that's not a big deal. Yes, center, and with these new 4K OLED TVs, base PS4 is a nightmare. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? The never did 4. And with these new 4K OLED TVs, base PS4 is a nightmare. What do you mean, PS5 or? Not sure what you mean by that. Confused. I get confused easy though, so I apologize for that. But yeah, so it's not really going to change that much, but it is going to change, of course. They are having issues with the RPG. Input looks bad. I like PS2. PS4 system don't get 4K support on 4K TV. Oh, really? Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because a lot of people thought that they had to get a 4K TV to play PS4 or 5. I'm sorry, PS5. There's a lot of people that thought that they had to get a 4K TV in order to play the PS5 on it, and that's not the case. And then I heard something about having issues with burn-in if you don't have a certain specific TV to run your PS5 on, and I haven't had any issues yet. So I have the TV I'm pointing to right now is the one I have two TVs, two LED TVs in here that or LCD TVs that I've been using the PS5 on, and the one that's down on my stand there is older than sin. I mean, it's not that old; it's a few years old. And the one I'm pointing at, it's a couple years old, 2 or 3 years old. It's 1080p, but it's not 4K, and it has no problem. It's a $200 television, so. But it does look better on once these go bad, I will get it better. The 2019 OLEDs did, but the 2020s look bad on base PS4. I see what you're saying. Upscaling looks like. I see what you're saying. I got a 4K. I paid $100. Oh yeah. On Black Friday. Hell yeah. I have a 4K TV in the house, a 55-inch. We just bought a 55-inch 4K TV for the house, for in the house. But out here in the game room, I don't have a 4K yet. But I don't really see a need to buy. I would like to replace the one that's down there, though. Honestly, we'll maybe put the one that's up here down there, and then get another one for up here. But because the one down there, there's nothing wrong with it per se. It works, but the colors are all washed out in it. And I tried to change the color in it, and it just doesn't work. So I don't know whether there's something going on with the color, or if that's just the way it's supposed to look. And it only has one HDMI port. That sucks. And I have an HDMI. I have a $40 HDMI splitter, and it works. But so every once in a while, when it gets warm, I have to put a fan on it or something maybe. But when it gets a little bit warm, it doesn't want to work anymore. It's a pain in the ass. So I had to end up unplugging it out of that box and plugging it right into the TV anyway. It's a pain in the ass, but not a bad price. I spent $640. I should have got a crystal Samsung later. I remember back in the day, I don't know if you can even buy a plasma TV, a new plasma TV anymore, but I remember the plasma TVs were hell for like burn-ins and stuff. It's a little 20-inch TV. If I'm gonna to play game, it's gonna on my 100-inch gaming projector. I do have a projector, but I have never used it yet. It's not a real good projector, but I went for the V Series 2020 Vizio OLED. Oh, okay, I got a Vizio as well, but it's just a 1080p 32-inch 1080. I can't really put that big of a TV in here. I don't have the room for it in here. Maybe a 42-inch would be the biggest I'd want to put in here. After that, it would just be too big for my game room. I think I'm going to stick to a 32-inch. Though I'm not one of them people that has to get a big TV. I'm not knocking anybody that gets a big TV or a big screen of any kind. It's just I don't normally go for that because of size, obviously, because of I don't have a lot of space. Now in my house, I got the 55-inch, which is a lot bigger than anything out here. Still not the biggest, obviously, but a lot bigger than anything out here. But it's a lot bigger area too. My living room is a lot bigger than this game room, so it works for that. But I can't really put a bigger TV out here. It would just be too big for. I said screw buying a screen. I can just use my wall as a screen and save tons of cash doing that. Yeah, I mean that works good. I mean, yeah. I mean that would actually probably be an issue. That would probably be something that I could look into doing as well. I have a projector. I'd like to get a little better projector because this projector isn't really that great. It's one of them crappy projectors, and it works, but and I have a screen. I just never really. I have a 6 series projector. Does the job, but it's not perfect. Better than most budget projectors. Yeah, it's definitely got to be better than my projector. I'll show you if I can find my projector. I'll show you the one I have. I think the one I have is like a $100 projector, or maybe less. I don't even know. Yeah, here it is. Here's the little projector I got. I mean, it works, but here's the little tiny midget projector I have. It's cool to play with, but it's not the greatest. But it has the USB and it has HDMI. But I mean, it works. It has the power supply back here and it has a micro USB port. I know the camera's not focusing. Headphone jack. It's a decent little projector, but it's just not it's just not that great. But it's just fun to play with. If I was ever gonna do a projector, I would get a better one because that's just not a. It's just not a very good one. Well, I thought I was only going to go an hour and a half, but got into a good conversation, so it's awesome. My projector is 1080p and noisy, but with headphones don't bother me a bit. I'm not sure what that one is. It's got an HDMI port, so it's at least 720. I would say it was probably 720. It's probably not 1080p. It looks like a Nintendo product. My wife got mad because I bought a yellow Switch over the blue one. Over the blue. My PS5 is blue. I painted it. A lot of people were like, "You painted it?" Like, damn, I'm back. Damn. What up, Mr. Trans Aaron 38? What's up, brother? But yeah, yeah, a lot of people were like, there were some people in there. You should have checked your warranty on it. Your warranty's probably void. Like, no, it ain't. Like, it says you can Google it to see if you can what voids the warranty. And the only thing that voids the warranty is if you open it, break the seal on that, take the sticker off and that seal inside. That's the only thing that voids the warranty. You can take the covers off and paint them or whatever you want to do. I just the Transformers Kingdom. Hell yeah. Yeah, make sure you check out Mr. Transan 38 there. He's a good buddy, good brother of mine. He's doing some Transformer reviews. Does a lot of Transformer toy reviews and what was I gonna do? Okay, I remember what I was gonna do. I'll show you a picture of. There's one little spot on my PS5 that's screwed up. The paint screwed up, but it's fine. I'm just gonna put decals on it, a couple of decals on it anyway. I just put one on to cover that up, so it's not terrible. For the most part, it did good. But I'll show you a picture of it here. I show you the first one I find. I'll just show you the first picture I find on here. I got my daughter a few for Christmas. She already lost the foot of one of them and can't remember which. Yeah, it doesn't take long, that's for sure. Doesn't take long to start to lose stuff sometimes, it seems. Alright, here's my PS5 I painted. See how much taller it is than the PS4? That thing is huge compared to the PS4. I painted it blue. It was a red spot, sports car, one with the mounted gun. Probably one of the shucks. What are they called? The wreckers from the movie? Sounds like one of the wreckers from the movie. Right, Aaron? Red sports car with the mounted guns on them. Sounds like one of the wreckers. I think they call them on the movie. I believe that's what they call them. Aaron would be able to tell you pretty easy. Transan 38, he'd be able to tell you easy. But yeah, there's my PS5. I painted it a blaze blue, I believe it's called. That Plasti Dip stuff from AutoZone. It was a little bit expensive. It was $10. It wasn't terrible, I mean, but it was for a can of paint. But I mean, I did a shit ton of coats, like 7 coats or 8 coats. So, and I still got a little left over, so not too bad of a price of it, you know, do that many coats on something. Then I want to get some decals, like some triangle, you know, the triangle, circle, square, X, or whatever, like vertical probably, stickers on both sides, like decal, vinyl decal. Probably gonna have to have them made because I can't find any the right size. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, oh, you can hear him out there. It's freaking almost 2:30 in the morning. It's almost 2:30 in the morning here, and they're out there fucking running their engines and like it's fucking noon or something. It's ridiculous. Where do you get a Where'd you get a pet robot that shows stuff? And how do you have a floating stuff on your couch? Huh? I'm confused. Where'd you get a robot that shows? Oh, that's just an app. That's just an app on the phone, Fred. To bring up different. You can bring up different pictures and videos and stuff on your screen with an app. I'm not sure what you mean about the floating stuff on my couch, but I'm confused with that part. But yeah, that. Oh, a lot of people were like, I was asking what paint to use, and they were like, well, you might not want to paint it, it'll void the warranty. No, it won't. Sony's already released a thing that says you can take them off, paint them. They made it easy to do that. I wish Arcade 1-Up would release a blank cabinet with a HDMI screen. Yeah, that would definitely be awesome. Did you know the NBA Jams? I heard the NBA Jams you could hook to the internet and play like people on the internet, like across the internet. That'd be cool shit. But I've always wanted to get the Turtles one, but it was like I don't have room for it anyway, and that's got the Turtles game in it, so it's not 4-player, but oh well. But yeah, I'll probably go to 2.5 hours here. We'll shoot for 2.5 hours here and see what happens. But I do appreciate everybody stopping by. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I'm starting to get more subscribers here, so I jumped the gun a little bit and did my 400 subscriber giveaway early because I just turned it into a New Year's Day giveaway. And now I'm over 400 a little bit, so that's awesome. Do you read my last comment? What is your opinion on it? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see. Hold on. Don't retype it. I'll go in here and look. I'm going to make my PS5 a retro theme, maybe Sonic the Hedgehog or Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, that'd be all. You mean like the custom PS5? Is that what you're talking about, Center? I appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, a retro themed. Is that what you're talking about? A retro themed PS5? Is that what you're talking about, Senator? That sounds awesome. You have to send me pictures of that somehow when you get it done. That'd be awesome. The 2 1-Up cabinets I want happen to be the 3 most expensive ones. Go figure, right? That's usually the way it works. But yes, Senator, if you're talking about that question that I didn't see, if you're talking about the retro, like a retro themed PS5, that'd be awesome, for sure. They have a lot of skins on there, but I didn't want to go with the skin. I just painted it and I'll just do my own thing, you know. It's like $30-some for those skins. And I'll probably have that much into it with what I'm doing too, but it's more personalized, basically. 3 wasn't supported. What? 3 wasn't supported to. 3 wasn't supposed to be in that comment. LOL. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. The two one-up cabinets are the two most expensive. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I got what you meant. I didn't even realize it. That tells you how sleepy I am. Yeah, it's going to be custom painted by my cousin. He owns a paint shop, so can ask him. Hell yeah, that would be awesome, Center, for sure. You have to somehow send me a picture of that when it's done. I hope the arcade 1-up comes out with Dragon's Lair and The Simpsons. They do have The Simpsons one, I think, don't they? They might have a Dragon's Lair one, too. I think they have both of those, Fred. If they did a Dragon's Lair or Gauntlet. I think they have a... I could be wrong. Let me Google that. Dragon's Lair 1-up cabinet. Oh, that's alright. I understand what you mean. There's a Star Wars 1-up cabinet. Arcade 1-up Dragon's Lair cabinet. Let's make it. Let's see what it says. If it ever loads, of course. Let's make it happen. I guess that's not a thing yet. But I think there is a Simpsons one. Could be wrong though. Did Arcade 1-up make a Simpsons arcade? Arcade 1-up discusses NFL Blitz. Simpsons. Okay. It says Arcade 1-up discusses NFL Blitz, The Simpsons, and more. So they're talking about the Simpsons one. I'm assuming they're going to do Dragon's Lair too, probably. They'll probably do Dragon's Lair as well, I'm sure. I got work at 9 a.m., so I'm going to try to catch some. Alright. Appreciate it, Center. Appreciate you stopping by, for sure. Get some sleep. Yeah, I know how that is, getting up early, and I get up at 4 o'clock to go to work, but I still have the rest of this week off, so that's the only reason I'm on right now. Otherwise, I wouldn't be, because I'd be getting up in about, an hour and a half or so to go to work. Yeah. Sucks. But yeah, I appreciate you stopping by, if you're still here. But yeah, appreciate all of you stopping in here. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to go. But I'll go to like 2.5 hours here and I'll jump off. A lot of the viewers are jumping off anyway, so I'll go to 2.5 hours and then I'll call it a night, or morning, I guess now, technically. And I appreciate it all. I appreciate everybody coming out and checking out the stream. And we need a Super Star Wars Trilogy cabinet. Yeah, that'd be alright. I think they're talking about that one too. There are people modding them, putting like a whole bunch of different stuff in the cabinet. I don't know if you've seen that or not. Putting a Raspberry Pi in them. Good night, everyone. Alright, Center. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll probably be on again tomorrow, so maybe I'll catch you then. I'll try to stream as many nights as I can before going back. I've noticed I've been doing a few more streams here and videos here, and my viewers are going up, so my subscribers are going up, so I'm going to do as many as possible. See how many. I'm up to 403 now, so yeah, it's going up, so. We gotta do 10 more minutes here, and I'll jump off here. Like I said, I appreciate all of you coming out each and every time here and making my stream worth streaming, because I've come on here a couple of times. I just haven't come on here in the right time frame or whatever, and it just it ended in an hour or half an hour or something, and like, eh. But you guys really pulled it off this time for sure. Show the way. But it's, it's... I appreciate everybody coming out and checking out my stream and checking out all the links in the description. Make sure you check all them links in the description below, because I have added a few recently. So make sure you check them all out. Most of the new ones will be on the bottom, just because it's easier to add ones to the bottom of the list. Although the last one I added was like third or fourth from the bottom, so I apologize for that. But make sure you go down and check out all the links in the description below. Check out all them channels, all good channels, all awesome people, awesome gamers, awesome brothers, sisters for that matter, because there's a couple of women in there as well. But yeah, I mean. Everybody, I appreciate everybody devoted to doing this kind of stuff. It's like, it seems like it's a dying breed to come on and talk about retro gaming stuff. Although it has come back, like I said, but I haven't met too many people that collect this stuff. I know there's still a lot of people out there, but I'm still trying to find them. You know what I mean? I like to find more friends that are into this kind of stuff, and because I love chatting to people that, especially that love this stuff, and they can see some stuff they don't have, and I can see some stuff I don't have in their collection, and it's pretty awesome. So, stuff from your childhood, a lot of people don't understand that, but stuff from your childhood, some of the stuff I had as a child, a lot of it I didn't have as a child, and love to have now, because, the stuff you had as a child, you want it because you had it as a child and it reminds you of your childhood. But then the stuff you didn't have as a child, you like having because you didn't have when you was a child. And you're like, oh, I've always wanted that. Like I got the Turtles sewer lair, and I got the Technodrome on the other side, and I picked up big mother truckers 1 and 2 yesterday for $5. Damn. Yeah, that's a good deal. I remember that game. I don't have that game that I recall. I've played the first one, but I don't think I own it anymore. But they're definitely awesome games, that's for sure. Yeah, I haven't heard that for quite a while, so appreciate that throwback there. It isn't real old, but it's I guess it's considered retro now. I mean, it's what, PS2 era, so that's pretty far back there now, because PS5's out now, and PS4. So you got, a few generations back now, so it's technically retro, I guess, now. I mean, to be honest, PS2 was one of the best, probably the most successful PlayStation out there. I mean, they had so many titles for it. They sold so many consoles. I mean, they really did well with PS2. And it stood in there for a while. They've supported it for quite a while. 1 is good, 2 was what it was. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never played 2. I played 1. I'm pretty sure I beat 1. That was back in the day when you played the game and you traded it in, because it was you actually got a little bit of something for your trade in, not like nowadays, if it's even new enough to trade in. So, I mean, you can freaking, I just bought this game, and I bet you if I take it back, they'll give me $40 for it, and I paid $70. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, I didn't technically pay $70 because I had a gift card, but technically it was $70. I bet you they'd give you $40 if you're lucky. So I'm like, it's just not even worth taking it back. You know, it's not even worth trading it in usually. I'd rather sell it to somebody or just give it to a friend that might want to play it later or something. You know, or just not get rid of it. I mean, I don't get rid of games unless they're really crappy and I know I'm never going to play them again. And I'm never going to be interested in even talking about them again, which is very few. But back when Rhino Games was around, yeah, I remember that. It's been a while, that's for sure. But yeah, I'd cleaned up a little bit in here. You can't really tell, but particularly behind, you can still see some stuff there. I got my Camp Crystal Lake pillow, and under that's the background for my review table, and you can see the right there is the thing for my PS4 camera, the tripod I made out of wood to record the retro game stuff. So, which is why I got Retro Gamer right there. I need to start doing some more, I know, but it's hard to do that, to get the consoles out, and I have some set up here now, so it'll be a little easier to do that. And like I said, in order to do request, I'll have to stream it with the Xbox emulation. And oh, Brandy, hey, what's up? How's it going? Glad you stopped in. I'm gonna be probably jumping off here and at 2:30. I might go to 3 o'clock, but I might go to 3 o'clock. We'll see how it goes. Or 3 hours, not 3 o'clock. 3 hours. Sorry. We'll see how it goes. But how's it going? Are you new to the channel? If you are, I appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, so you know when I upload videos. Well, you might know. Sometimes it doesn't work a lot. Like, I don't know if anybody else, I've said it in my videos plenty of times, but that bell notification doesn't work a lot. Like, well, like, one of the viewers that was here, you've been here before, appreciate you coming back, for sure. I appreciate new people, and I appreciate people coming back, and people coming back maybe even better, because that means I must have done my job before, otherwise you wouldn't think to come back and check out my stream. So I mean, that's cool. That's awesome. Appreciate you. But I can't remember what I was gonna say. But anyway, the okay. But yeah, I definitely need to start doing some more retro stuff, but like I said, I can't do, I have to do emulation for, if I'm going to do requests, because I don't have a lot of titles, like enough titles to do requests. I need to make a tripod for my camera. I don't have any room for VR facing the TV. Yeah, I know what you mean. I made a tripod. I still got to modify it a little bit. I got to put a board under it, drill another hole. That way it can't do this. Like where the camera sets. Right now it can do this. And I don't want it to do that because I want it to stay nice and level as it can possibly get with this floor. But it does this now. So I have long twist ties on each end, so it stabilizes a little bit, and it helps. But what I was not liking is the tripods. The modern tripods you buy today open like this, and they take up a lot of area on the floor, whereas my wooden tripod takes up, that big square, and you're not dealing with all that surface area. And when you roll your chair around, you bump it, and you got to readjust, and it's a nightmare. But yeah, that's another reason I don't do a lot of retro gaming streams. I got to get that situated as well, something more stable, because it's just a pain to. I hate seeing like when you see the TV screen, it looks like this, you know. Like, I like it level, and it's hard to get like that. Unless you got the right tripod and the right stand. What did you use for the base? I'll show you. Do you mean the PS4 camera? Is that what you mean? Because that's what I rigged up the PS4 camera on. I made a tripod, and I'll show you here. I'll dig it out. I'll dig it out and show you here. Put this over here. I actually have the tension wires off of it right now. I have to put them back on. Basically, here's what I built. Basically, I built like a stand out of wood, and then it's got handles on it. I just had them handles from somewhere, just sitting around, so I was like, I'll put them on. And I have like a dowel rod, and I just like did twist ties on it. I actually put these right here are actual shelf brackets. There's brackets you use to do shelves with. I put them on there, and then put the PS4 camera mount on there. I have another one on my TV, which is what the camera's on right now. So I have a second. I bought a second one for the TV, but this is the original mount. I just have it sitting there like that. What I need to do is I need to put a bottom on this with another hole, so this hole will be centered. It won't do this. That way it won't. That way it won't do that when you're and make your shit uneven. I want to make it so, because my original plan was to set it like that, aiming the TV. Because before I had the tripod, and I had to, when I pulled it back around, I'd have to grab a hold of the tripod and flip the whole thing around to see me. Whereas this, I could just do this. You know what I mean? I could just do this motion. But because it doesn't have anything to support it from doing this, so when you do it like that, then you're going this way too. So I got to put a bottom on it. Maybe I'll do that because I have all for the rest of the week. Like I said, maybe I'll do that and do a test run on another. I'll get a retro gaming stream out, testing it out. But let's say I can just do that. Okay, now I'm filming a game. Flip it around here so you can see my ugly ass. Flip it back, flip it back here. You know what I mean? That's better than the tripod I built a while back. LOL, my base took up 4 foot. Yeah, see, this base is just a little small base. You don't have to worry about bumping it too much, like as in like the tripods. The tripods spread out, you know, like that, and then like, geez, they take up a lot of space. You end up bumping them with your computer chair when you're sliding. Just all around a bad experience, basically. So that's going to be definitely one of my projects here in the next couple of days. I'm glad people are bringing up all these topics because it's reminding me of the different stuff I want to try to get done over the course of being off here, and while I have off and have the time to do it. But yeah, we already went past 2.5 hours, so I'll go 3 hours since still good conversation. I'll go 3 hours and I'll be done because I'm at PA. It's almost 3. It's 2:45 now. So, but that's fine. I'll go 3 hours, be done, and but yeah, that's definitely one thing I have to accomplish before I go back, is to do that, and that'll be awesome. I'll get that done, and what I'll do is I'll put a board down there. I'll screw a board down, screw a board on the bottom, and then I'll move that. I'll put a level on that where the camera goes, and I'll move the tripod till it's perfectly level, or at least as level as I can get it, and then draw a circle. You know what I mean? Mark where I need to drill a hole, and then drill a hole. Done. And I think I might need to get a new fan bit, because I don't know where my fan bit got to from the last time. It's storming like hell down here. Where are you at? You south, or? I'm in Pennsylvania. It was snowing, but it's not amounting to much. Just flurries, but for right now at least. It's supposed to switch over to rain tomorrow, so. I'm glad you said that, because that's something I got to put on my list. I appreciate. See, that's why I do this, because you guys give me ideas and remind me of shit that I got to get done. That's good. Now, if I just can keep remembering it throughout the day tomorrow and get some plywood. I think I got some plywood somewhere. Mid-Alabama, okay. Yeah, you probably catch a lot of them storms down that way, I'm sure. Never been to Alabama. I'd like to get there sometime. It's one of the states I've never been in. In Birmingham right now. Okay. I haven't really been to a lot of states, to be honest. I've been to... Try to remember all the states I've been to. Maryland, obviously. I'm originally from Maryland, so I've been there. Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, obviously. I live there now. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Wisconsin, of course, because I went to Wisconsin to my buddy Game Dungeon Productions one time. Chicago. I've been through Chicago to go there, so that was. And then, but I was Ohio. I don't know if I went through Indiana or not. Kind of that area. That's pretty much as far as I've been. I work in Birmingham, but I live in Southeast, about 40 minutes. Okay. And the furthest I've ever been was Belgium. I went there from work one time for 8 days. I built man lifts. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of JLG. If not, you may have heard of Oshkosh Truck Corporation, who now owns JLG. Build man lifts and stuff. I lived in Oklahoma and Maryland for a while. I'm originally from Frederick, Maryland, home of the bad drivers. But I worked for a JLG, a man lift company, do man lifts and area work platforms and telescopic telehandlers like Skytrax and the cats and and they closed up a couple. There's a couple places in Belgium they were closing up, and they put them on like a 3-week layoff or whatever, and they brought us over to kind of help them finish up stuff, and for 8 days it was pretty cool. Got to see. We flew into Brussels, Belgium. The plants were in Maasmechelen, Belgium, and then also went to got to go to the Netherlands and Cologne, Germany, which is awesome. Yeah, they don't even acknowledge car insurance. Maryland's got a lot of weird laws. not saying I don't like Maryland, because that's where I'm originally from. I love it. It'll always be my home because I'm from there. But I got a lot of weird laws and a lot of weird stuff with your like vehicles and stuff. Like you get your car inspected every year in Pennsylvania, every year, same month. Like mine's due next month. When I get it inspected, then it'll be February of 2022. You know what I mean? So, but in Maryland, you get your car inspected, it's done. You're done. Like for the rest of your life, you're done with that car. Or for the rest of the time you had that car, unless you get stopped by a cop, and for more than one offense of the same like bulb out or whatever, then they can give you a slip to make you go back and do it again. And like if I still lived in Maryland, I could give my dad my car, or him my car, or vice versa, father son or father daughter, mother son, and not have to get it re-inspected. It's weird. Now, a state owing mills next to the Jewish community, so it wasn't bad till weather hit. Yeah. And then in Maryland, they're really bad on seatbelts. Well, a lot of states are, and I understand it. Don't get me wrong. I do understand the seatbelt law. I completely understand it. But in Maryland, it is legal for you to ride in the back of a vehicle. Last time I checked, it's legal for you to ride in the back of a pickup truck. If you have to be a certain age, 18 or 21 or whatever. But there's no seatbelts in the back of a pickup truck. But if you're in the cab of the pickup truck, you have to have your seatbelt on. But you can't. There's no way to have a seatbelt on a bit of a truck. Maybe it's a certain distance. I'm not sure. But even a certain distance, you can still get run into and killed in the back of a pickup truck. Like, it is weird. But yeah. Just weird laws, If you ever want to get a laugh, though, look, whatever state you're from, there's probably going to be... Good night, retro people. Alrighty. Catch you later, Fred. Appreciate you stopping in. That fuel emissions law has to be the pain in that butt if they had... Yeah, that I forgot about the emission stuff. That is the most money hungry bullshit ever too, because in Maryland, at least last time I remember, it's been a few years, you had to get in the admissions if it was a certain year or whatever. If it was a certain age or something. And if it didn't pass admissions, then you had to have receipts to prove that you spent like $300 or something like that towards trying to get your emissions fixed. And if you had that and took it back, even if it didn't pass, the next time they would still pass you because you spent X amount of dollars to try to get it fixed. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, nobody else does that kind of shit. Like, I mean, they don't do that anywhere else. Like, okay, like, I spent X amount of dollars to try to get my brakes fixed, but they're not fixed. But I spent that much money. You're still going to have an accident if you had no brakes. Like, just like emissions, you're going to pollute the air. But as long as you pay a certain amount of money to try to fix it, whether it's fixed or not, okay, that's all right. You're still polluting the air, but you showed effort. Like, what? Weird, very weird. Like, I don't get it, but whatever. But that was another weird thing. Definitely. But there's a lot of weird laws and stuff. Like I said, it doesn't matter what state you're in. Check it out, and I'm sure there's at least one or two laws that are. Most of the stupid laws, though, not all of them, but most of them, they don't even enforce anymore. Alabama has that no driving barefoot law. Guessing what to break every day. Yeah, I think Pennsylvania has that too. You have to have shoes on, at least like flip-flops or sandals or something. You can't be barefooted. Yeah. I don't know how they would know that. Like, they can't see through the cab of your truck or car to see you're barefooted, but I guess if they stop you for something else and they just happen to see you're barefooted, you're fucked, I guess. But, yeah, it's kind of... Pennsylvania has the open alcohol container. If there's an open alcohol container in your vehicle, you're screwed. Don't matter if you've got beer on your breath, if you got any, you know what I mean, you could be completely sober, no beer in your system. If you have an open bottle sitting in your cup holder, it could be empty, but open, you're screwed. Now, I think they do make an exception if it's in a bag and you're taking it to, like, recycling or something. They make an exception of that, I'm sure, but there's also ones that they don't enforce anymore. Like, if you look at Pennsylvania, there's the Sunday law. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. That you can't cuss Sunday. You can be fined for cussing on Sunday, or be arrested even, depending on the severity of it. But they don't enforce that anymore. But I just thought that was funny. If you look it up, it's funny, the laws that are still in place. Some of them are still in place, like that one, but they just don't enforce it anymore. They just, you know, a cop with a barefoot, with a foot fetish. I guess. Yeah. Well, you might be able to get out of a ticket if you show them your feet. I don't know. Ooh, look at that. Kind of like a woman showing them your teddies or whatever. Yeah, might be able to. I wouldn't get out of a ticket. My feet look horrible. I got flat feet and bunions, and yeah, they wouldn't. They'd probably give me more tickets. All states have weird, stupid... Yeah, they do. You're right, they do. For sure. And some of them they don't enforce, or some of them they got rid of. Other ones are still valid laws, but they don't enforce them anymore. That kind of thing, like... Just like, I've heard so many people say stupid shit like, oh, you can go 5 miles an hour over the speed limit, they won't say nothing. Yeah, they will. Most of them won't. 5, 10 mile an hour over. Most of them would just let you go. But if they want to be an asshole, they can give you a ticket for going 5 or 10 over. If they really want to be an asshole. I would go to the basement of the jail with my feet. And another one was, there was a guy at work. And he goes, I don't give a shit. He said, I don't give a shit what anybody says. If you can see to pass somebody, it doesn't matter if there's a double yellow line or not, you can pass them. No, that's not the case. If it's a solid lines, you're not supposed to pass. You even see a sign that says do not pass. You know, you have to have a dot. You know, you have to have a dot, a broken line on your side of the road in order to be able to pass. That's the passing zone. And there are many places in Pennsylvania that are solid lines, and you can see plenty of time to get around. But it's still not legal. A lot of people do it and get away with it and never get caught. But it's not legal. If everyone else is speeding, they won't. But if they catch you by yourself, they will pull you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Especially on the dual highway. People fly on that dual highway. And I'm guilty of speeding myself. I don't go 20, 30 mile an hour over the speed limit like some people do. But I do go over the speed limit pretty much all the time. The only time I obey the speed limit pretty much to the damn number is going through a town. Like through where I live at, I slow down. Because there could be a kid running out. And you just don't know. Anybody, you know. But as far as dual highway or highway where there's, you know, no cars around or people that can walk out, I speed 5, 10 over, you know. I'm guilty of that, but they're just people on the dual highway. You can go, it could be a 55 mile an hour zone. I'll be going 65 and there'll still be people passing me like I'm setting up on blocks along the road. It's horrible. There's always someone that wants to go faster, that's for sure. Let's see. Oh, I'm I'm bad. If I see someone passing a solid line, I'll pull over. Other way. Well, I mean, they're not supposed to be passing. If it's a double yellow line, I'm horrible for it too. Never did, because I'll be going to work and it'll be a double yellow line. And sometimes it'll be around a fucking blind ass turn sometimes too, which is even worse. But if someone passes me on the double yellow line, and if I have my high beams up, I won't turn them down. I'll let them bit. If they want to bitch about that, I'll say, well, you weren't supposed to pass me on that double yellow line. And if you obeyed the law and didn't pass me on the double yellow line, you wouldn't get in front of me, and I wouldn't be able to high beam you. So, I can make sure your Jeep is on blocks. I got someone pulled over for passing in town on a double line by moving in the way. Well, there's a lot of assholes. Like, I got a little. It's road 915. It goes 230 here. Nobody probably knows what I'm talking about, but it's a highway, and they go highway to another highway to a major like a kind of a rescue, like a emergency route kind of thing. And there's a sign up at the end of the road that says no trucks over 53-foot trailers. So you'll see people coming up, because there's a turnpike down here, and you'll see trucks coming up, and they'll see that sign, and they'll be like, shit, because they've never been there before. So they'll turn around that little intersection there. And if I see them, I'll stop back far enough to where they can, get turned around, and I'll wait for them, because, you know what I mean, we need to take care of our truckers. We need to take care of our servicemen and women and our truckers. Because the servicemen and women fight for our country. They fight for our freedom every day, put their lives on the line, and our truckers truck all the supplies to and from places. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be free, and we wouldn't have our shit. We wouldn't have shit delivered to stores, you know what I mean? If they decide to go sit on their ass on the unemployment line, guess what? We wouldn't get shit. But anyway, we wouldn't even be able to order online, because there wouldn't be nobody delivering shit, the bulk of the shit. Well, anyway, you'll see people trying to go around, try to get past the truck. Like, just wait for a couple of minutes for this truck to turn around, for God's sakes. Like, you that busy that you can't wait for a trucker to get turned around. Like, just wait, They were bad, don't coming. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, people can't wait for a couple minutes for a truck to turn around to go back the other way. Like, just stop and wait for them. Like, geez, you're not in that big a hurry. If you're in that big a hurry, leave earlier. Like, a lot of people, I'll be at work like at almost an hour before I need to be there, and people will be like, why? But like, why not? Like, I'd rather be there early than late, because you got to anticipate for that kind of stuff. Farmers are another one. People get bitchy when they get behind a tractor. Like, that's where your food comes from, motherfucker. Just wait. Just follow behind them. It's only a couple minutes out of your life. They're going to turn off into a farm somewhere, and you can go. Like, just don't be in such a fucking hurry, Only ones I don't like is FedEx road trains. They forgot. Yeah, I mean, FedEx are pretty rough one. Like, lately, they've been delivering shit all over the place up here. Like, leave early and talk. Yeah, exactly. Leave early. Like, you already know that this kind of shit goes down. Like, that there's trucks on the highway, and there's trucks go slow down the mountain because they can have runaway truck. Their truck can run away and kill somebody or themselves, kill people. So they gotta go slow. And yeah, you already know this shit. It's it's nothing new. So I mean, you just want to drive like a fucking idiot, Like, slow down and enjoy life a little bit. Jeez, it's just it just amazes me how stupid people are sometimes. A buddy of mine, he drives a truck. He my brother-in-law does too, but it's another buddy of mine. He took this video of this guy coming around, passing him on the WL line, and the cars are like this, like jeez, like just barely, just a couple seconds slower, and he'd have head-on collision with his car. I'm like, jeez. He said it happens every day. I'm like, jeez. With no farms, we wouldn't have anything. Exactly. We wouldn't have nothing. We wouldn't have, milk. We wouldn't have eggs. We wouldn't have bread. I mean, beef. I mean, that's where all that shit comes from. I mean, the grocery store would look pretty fucking dismal if we didn't have farms and truckers to truck the supplies. I mean, it looked pretty fucking rough. You gotta respect them people. I mean, there's fewer farms all the time. It's horrible. Luckily Pennsylvania has a lot more farms than like a lot of places, but it's crazy. People just don't have any patience anymore for anything. I heard the truth. I heard that the truckers are still going to protest against. Yeah, I don't know. I don't blame them half the time. I don't blame the truckers for being pissy about stuff. Back when this COVID stuff happened, I know it's a lot of people think that COVID is a hoax, and it's not a hoax, but and I know you got to be safe. I know you got to be cautious about stuff. I understand that, but like they wouldn't letting truckers go into restaurants. They close down the restaurants. That's all the truckers have, stores and restaurants. They don't go home every day and have a home cooked meal like some people do, like a lot of us do. And bathrooms, they have to use outhouses. Who wants to use an outhouse? Like, not outhouse, but you know what I mean, a porta potty. Who wants to use a porta potty? You want to go down and you want to sit on a warm fucking seat, not some fucking plastic doodad out in the middle of fucking nowhere, freeze your balls off. And, you know what I mean? You're working your ass off to keep the America running, to keep the place running, and you got to sit on a fucking cold ass porta potty fucking seat, and it stinks like hell. I mean, who would want that? Like, why would you want to treat your workers like that are supplying your country? I mean, that's ridiculous. And I know you have to be safe, but they should somehow make accommodations for that. I think they've gotten better now, but it was pretty rough there for a while. And I didn't blame the truckers at all. I'm glad they didn't do worse than they did, but I don't blame them at all for acting the way they did. I'd have acted the same way if I was. I was pissed at it. I'm not even a trucker. I just know the concept of it. Like, people don't have no respect for shit like that. Another instance before I jump off here, I remember going on the dual highway on 70, and this trucker come off the ramp, and there was this Nissan pickup, and he wouldn't let that damn trucker over. He had plenty of room to get over in the fast lane, but he wouldn't let that trucker over. We rode a mile or two down the damn road, it seemed like. Probably wasn't that long, but it seemed like it, before he ever got over and let that truck over. I'm like, you're gotta be an idiot. If I was that trucker, I'd just start inching over. He's gotta go somewhere. Like, wouldn't even let him on the damn road. Like, COVID is real, but the numbers can... Yes, exactly. The whole house has... Yes, exactly. The COVID virus is very real. I don't care what anybody says, but the numbers are completely stupid. I'm sorry, they just are. Like, there's been cases of people dying of congestive heart failure and heart attacks that they put down as COVID. Like, come on, people. Don't lie to people. We know it's real. We know it's a real thing. Just don't lie about it, because then when people hear about that shit, then they just makes them think, oh, it's a hoax, and it's not. But that's what people think, and I kind of don't blame them for thinking that sometimes. The way that people act, the way the government acts when they say, oh, and they find out that they lied to them. They need to go in. They need to. And there's a lot of people that think, oh, the 9/11 tragedy was a hoax. I'm sure the families of the people that died in 9/11 would wish they were a hoax. Because then, they would still have their loved ones alive. Tell that to somebody that lost somebody in the 9/11 tragedies and shit. Like, they don't say that shit. That's stupid, But anyway, I'll wrap it up with that. And like I said, thanks everybody for coming out. I really appreciate it. I really like the way my channel is growing. If you're new to the channel, just tuning in or tune in after this is uploaded, hit that subscribe button. I don't say that a lot, but hit that subscribe button. We're going to go try to get to 500. Eventually we will, but it's going to be a while. Do another giveaway. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, make sure you check out all the links in the description below, because I've added some. I've added like at least three since last time. Not the last time maybe, but I've added one new one here just like yesterday. So, and I've added a few, sift through the ones you may have not have checked out. And thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, I'll meet you right back here in the Oasis.